What's up, Olympia? Today we're talking about the June 16th meeting of the Olympia City Council, and it was goal-oriented.
Good one. This is Council in 10.
For the record, I'm Susan Grisham.
And I'm Josh Lynn. We started the meeting. Councilmember Vanderpool was excused.
Yes.
Got right into a couple special recognitions.
Yeah, so first, council members wrote a proclamation recognizing June 19th as Juneteenth, and that commemorates the abolition of slavery and honoring the legacy and contributions of Black Americans. For folks that don't know, this is rooted in some historic events. So on June 19th, 1865, when news of the Emancipation Proclamation reached the last enslaved people in Galveston, Texas. So Juneteenth symbolizes freedom, resilience, and the ongoing pursuit of equity and justice.
Yeah, the mayor had some really thoughtful comments at the end about reflection and the importance of honestly looking back at where we've been, and so that we can look towards the future.
Yeah, and the proclamation was received by community organizer Malika Lamont.
Yep. Our second special recognition was an interesting one, kind of unique for us, hence the gear. Jenny Folia Jones, our friend, was here talking about the Olympia Lacey Fan Zone.
Yes.
All you soccer fans out there, football fans out there, know the World Cup's going on, happening in Seattle, and they've got fan zones all over the place. One right here in Olympia, the best one, I hear. So they're doing events for 4 of the matches.
Yes.
I think June 19th, this Friday, the 24th, 25th, and 26th.
Correct.
I'm going to put details down below.
Yes.
Down at the Port Plaza, they're going to have big events, expecting 2,500 to 5,000 people for some of those events.
Yeah.
There's going to have games, events, music at some of them.
Yeah, live match broadcasts, local food, beverage vendors, entertainment, community organizations. Pretty cool.
Yeah, if you're not a soccer fan, I'd say still check it out. Not an official City of Olympia endorsement, but the band the first night is Queen Mother, and I love them, so I'm gonna go just for that. There's something for everyone.
Yeah, sounds like a really good time.
Yeah. And we got into public comments.
We did. So first, there was a public comment regarding Juneteenth and sharing more event information about the event taking place at Osho Community Center that is in Tumwater, and that's June 19th from 4 to 8 p.m. There will be music and food and community and coming together for this really awesome moment.
Yeah.
And then our second public commenter was a person from the U.S. Small Business Administration, and they were sharing some information about disaster recovery funds that are available to small business owners. So if you have a small business and have a disaster, you can go to lending.spa.gov for more information.
Yeah, and she got a shout out because she's been trying to get this information out. She just missed public comment a couple times. So persistent in getting this information out, really helpful.
Yeah, and I think there's going to be a post on our social media, from what I understand, with more information about it.
I think so, yeah. And we had the consent calendar. It passed with just a couple technical pulls, and then we got into other business.
We sure did. So we received a briefing on the Safe Housing and Rental Efficiency Share Accelerator program. And so that's a program that connects affordable rental housing within city limits to funding, guidance, and resources to streamline energy efficiency for some health and safety upgrades in units. So the pilot supports about 10 rental units between 2026 and 2029, and it really helps create a healthier, safer, and more energy efficient housing for folks in our community.
Yeah, really interesting program. It's a partnership between the housing side of things and the climate side of things. They're working together on this, so it's been really, really cool to see.
Yeah, really, really awesome.
Yeah, then we got into item 6B, which was all about Inspire Olympia. We've talked about this. It's been running for a couple years now. So Inspire Olympia, if you don't know, is a voter-approved initiative. It's a tax, essentially, that goes to help fund arts, culture, science programs that are open to the community. And they're just doing really good work. It's about $3.3 million every year that goes straight to organizations. They said about 95 to 97% of those dollars go to organizations doing those programs. So really, really impressive. They were bringing the list of recommendations and recommended amounts to go to these organizations to council for approval.
Yes.
And it got interesting.
It did. It was very government-y.
Yeah.
in the conversation. So council members, before they took a vote, raised some concerns about organizations located outside of Olympia city limits, potential future requirements for funded organizations, and just some clarification on the process.
Yeah.
So the discussion resulted in several abstentions. One recusal because we have a council member who serves on one of the boards. So, there are just some concerns with the process, but we did make it through several votes that approved the funding package, including a separate vote for the Bridge Music Project, and directed staff and Community Livability and Public Safety Committee, which is the committee that this initially goes through, to review program improvements for the next funding cycle and really dig in to address some of the concerns that council had on transparency, accountability, all of those things.
Just council wanting to really understand what's in front of them, which is very reasonable. The ones where everyone vote together are great, but it's also good to see how government works, how the sausage is made, as you put it.
Exactly.
Watching them have concerns, but find a way to get the money into the community without delay. It was really, really impressive to watch them get there from where they started. So kudos to the council for doing the hard work.
Absolutely, really digging in and making sure that they're representing the community and understanding the decisions that they're making.
And making sure that what's important to each of them is met in the best way possible. So it was great to watch, very fascinating. Then we got into reports, sort of the standard comings and goings of council, but City Manager Bernie had a couple really interesting ones.
So he recently toured the food bank to get an understanding of their operations, kind of their needs and constraints. And one of the things that he learned is that toiletries are in desperate need in this community. So if you have some hanging around or you want to, grab something extra while you're at the grocery store, the food bank really does need some of those items.
Yeah. We'll put up their address too, so you can get the information on how to donate. He also talked about the Armory.
He did.
Everyone loves the Armory, and they're in full construction now. Excited to get an update.
Yeah, so he took a tour and kind of saw it under the construction underway, stood in the drill hall, which is a magnificent room, and the old beams are now exposed, and it just looks incredible. So we're really excited to see the transition of that Armory into this beautiful jewel in the community. It's on its way.
Yeah. So awesome. And then we got out of there at 8:37 p.m.
Sure did.
Boom, we did it.
Thank you for joining us. If you are watching us live, you can stay tuned for a full replay of this council meeting we just discussed, or you can watch it or any of our other programming on demand at oletv3.com.
And download the app. It's still really good.
So good. If you want to catch council meeting live and in person, we're here most Tuesdays at 6 p.m. We'll save a seat for you.
And with that,
we're adjourned.
We're adjourned.